Right, so I guess this is a part one of the three-part WrestleMania weekend. Or I guess this is WrestleMania Prequel, NXT Stand and Deliver. Now, for my version of Peacock on a Roku, I was actually able to pause, go back, and then actually catch up to live, which was nice. Pre-show, Dakota Kai and Raquel taking on two-thirds Toxic Attraction. Solid match. I liked the way this match went. I liked the storyline leading into it, using the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, having your Toxic Attraction attack Gonzalez, put her on the shelf, and then ended up having them, attack Wendy Chu, which then led to Dakota coming down attacking them. I mean, it's a good story. It worked well. Liked the finish, and I will say I like when you have a trio that's holding two belts, having one of them lose makes you kind of go, oh man, are we going to see Toxic Attraction lose all the titles tonight? I thought that for the Usos, I'd like to see them drop the tag belts, because then people would be like, oh, maybe Roman's going to lose. It puts that just right amount of doubt in. But solid match. Women worked really well in this match. Very well done with new tag champs. The 5-person ladder match with 5 people on the outside of the ring. Tremendous amount of time. Loved the bumps. There was one moment you could say was probably a mistake when Solo Sikoa tried to have, 2 members of the Legato on his back for a smaller drop. Couldn't get the balance and the footings right, so they fell forward and he kind of went. I was like, that's if your option is I might hurt somebody or it's going to look kind of sloppy. Let it look kind of sloppy. The Grayson Waller giant ladder dive down onto 2 vacant ladders. They did a lot of really solid bumps in this. I love the fact that everyone either had a heavy or an outsider. So you had like a 10-person match, which I thought was fantastic. Allows you a lot of people on the card. You can do these really big, insane bumps, because then people have lots of time to kind of recover. A story going into it with Cameron Grimes, wanting to win a title for his dad. Great story, worked well. His character developed from coming in as the technical savage to becoming like the millionaire and all that, and going on to where he is now. That's a tremendous arc. Glad that he became champion. Really nice way to get the crowd super pumped. And I was like, that's a sick opener. I really do hope that they decide to bring any of those guys up to the main roster, like Legato. Do not ruin Legato. Santos Escobar easily has the ability to become like their next top Latin star. Easily. He's got the look, great in the ring, solid on the mic. He's got a good stable with him. He can make that work. Champ on Tony D. I'm still not sold on Tony D. I'm not. Ciampa, fantastic. This, of course, was his last time in NXT. He was the last of the originals to still be there. Hopefully he doesn't, he's not brought in. It's like, you know him by a different name. Oh no. Here he is. Champ. Oh. But Ciampa did a great job. He's incredible in the ring. You can tell the crowd loves him, and that's the investment that I think he'll have a hard time trying to get on the main roster with all the casual fans. For the hardcore fan base, they know him, they love him, and they buy into what he is and what he does. Of course, Tony D'Angelo got the victory. I'm okay with that. I mean, they're trying to build him up. It makes sense. You want to get your new guys over. It's a bizarre thing to look at from the main roster standpoint. Like the new guys should occasionally get wins over the older guys to make you care about them. Just saying. But then getting the nod of approval from Triple H. Good to see him back doing something since his cardiac arrest in September of last year. But solid match. Again, sold on Tony D'Angelo. Sorry. Probably also not in one of the best spots to be at on the card. Triple threat tag match. Whoa. Seeing the cannonball was fantastic. These guys went, okay, here's what we're going to do. 3 of them at the same time? Okay. What if we told you of 40 minutes? Plan a 40-minute match. Gotcha. Scratch it, you got 20. Okay. What are you going to do? I think we can get most of those moves in. Just an insane pace. Imperium. I really wish we would have gotten to see a showcase of Eichner versus Cesaro. Two just insanely talented, insanely powerful individuals with working each other. But man, MSK, that finish with like the top rope Frankensteiner and a powerbomb, brilliant. This was just a really well-paced match. Everyone got to look good. Everyone got their moments to shine. I will say I wanted the Creed brothers to win. I think Diamond Mine with gold, because Malcolm Bibbs is fantastic. It's like I want to see them with some gold. But I can tell too that like Creed brothers, they had the other storyline going who attacked them. You know, they could use that as have two tag team storylines. Shh, don't tell main roster. I mean, solid match. Again, we're like really good matches. Women's Fatal 4-Way. Corey has lots of potential. I don't think she's quite there yet. Kaylee Ray. I've taken real 180 to her. For a long time, I was like, she's really boring in the ring. And I was like, oh, wait. She's so good at this. It doesn't look like she's really trying very hard. She's almost like it's like a female Randy Orton, where he does lots of the little things really, really well, and is incredibly good in the ring, but looks like she's not trying, she's not struggling. Like she's just that good. And Io Shirai, that's probably one of the best low angle moonsaults. Mandy Rose has been killing it since she decided to change her hair color and get her own stable. We've seen Mandy Rose get the victory out of nowhere. Was good. I liked it. You know, I think sometimes you can do multi-man, fast, frenetic matches, and they work really well. And I was like, all right, you know, like this crowd's probably getting blown up by now. LA Knight versus Gunter. This is a nice come down match. Two guys who don't wrestle really fast styles, but they wrestle a slower, harder hitting matchup. I'm still waiting for LA Knight to make his jump to the main show. Give me an LA Knight Miz feud. I think they've got enough in-ring chemistry, and I think on mic it'll be fantastic. I mean, I don't know what's really left for LA Knight to do on NXT. They're probably just waiting for a good spot to bring him up. Or unless he's there to help, you know, train some of the newer guys. And here's how you do a promo. Here's how you get the crowd involved. Here's, you know, different ways to work your character. But Gunter got the victory. Good. He looked dominant. Again, he's slimmed down a lot, so it looks fantastic. Then we go into our main event. For the chainsaw, Braun Breaker cuts through the X. Kicks his way in. This is another one of the matches where it's, you know, Braun. You know, a lot of size, a lot of intensity, a lot of power, a lot of speed. Not a lot of experience. A few moves were kind of sloppy. And there are some times when you're like, yeah, he does have under 30 matches in his belt. Under his belt. You can tell that he's going to be a tremendous star in the future. He just needs reps. So again, it's Braun Breaker versus Wily Veteran. I do like bringing in Rude to help do, you know, it's like, oh, he's on a flurry of offense. How do you break that offense? You can't always do like right to the eye, kick to the knee. You need to work in other things too. And I think having a guy on the outside to, you know, do the slight distraction, to pull on the leg, or distract him to do that break in offense so the heel can take over, works well. It's simple stuff. Again, really, really well done match. And seeing Ziggler retain, I was like, ooh, who does he face now? Do they do another one with Breaker? Because we're the Tyler Breaker, this would be one of the times to do it. You know, he just inducted his family into the Hall of Fame. It's WrestleMania weekend. It's like, is there another big NXT event where you put the title on him? It's like, or is he jumping to the main roster? It's like, I don't know. He's been in a lot of the big matches and been in a lot of the main events. Where does he go from here? And who's really left to take on Ziggler, who's high enough in that pecking order on the face side that you want to see, you know, beat Ziggler, who's doing fantastic in this role. And you know, It's a really, really solid premium live event. So we've got one down. We've got 2 more to go.